Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby letter or a question to be discussed on air, you can DM us on Twitter at OctoAbby or Bryden at World's Only Comic. World's Only Comic, sorry. I'll repeat
Nailed
it.
it.
Yeah, I did a good job this time. You can also join our community by DMing me for a link to the Here to Help Discord server. Remember, that's at OctoAbby. We would love to have you there. We talk about uh, recommendations for the show and stuff sometimes, but we also just chat.
I,
And
I,
Bryden has been bullying everyone. That's
I
been a good
that
time.
that is true. I did make a guy quit. I didn't mean to do that. I was just doing. I
Yeah,
just
he
thought
got he got a little offended at one of us.
I do bully people. I do bully people. But like that's because I'm a big, strong man and an alpha male. So that's
Big. He's very big. He's just towering over us
I
all.
I am. I am. I'm sorry. You guys are all 5'5". I'm 5'6". So
Keep telling yourself that. You should get like the inserts for your shoes, like the
no,
lifts.
no, no. I'm not getting
You could walk
lifts.
around on stilts.
That would be preferable to like putting
You
in
should
lifts
get
in my
stilts.
shoes. Stilts would rule. I
I
just don't
tried to
think.
do stilts one time because I was at this historical thing and people were walking around on stilts
Ah,
and they let me
Auschwitz.
try it and I just hurt myself.
Well, yeah, they do seem
At
dangerous.
Auschwitz is so
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
No, it's a historical thing, Auschwitz. No, no, it still do seem dangerous. I like, I don't know. Like you see those guys. I mean, that's. I don't know. I don't work at a car dealership anymore, so like I don't know why I would need stilts and like an Uncle Sam hat, and I'd be like, Memorial Day, like, thousands died throughout the years, so that you
You're
can get a deal on a Toyota.
you're still a salesman though. You could probably work it in.
That would rule just to like show up and just be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm 9 feet tall." Like, just get out of my like tiny little car too. Just like go and sit
You
down.
get like a clown car.
Yeah, like I
Oh
just
my
go sit down and I'm just like, "What's up?" Like just to act like everything is normal, just to wear buckets or like really subtle, like 3 foot stilts, right?
yeah.
Just where they're like, that can't be like. I'm like, what?
You
This
have to
is
like duck to get in the door.
yeah.
It
This
would be
is,
so
this is
good.
no. I'm just 8 foot. Like just like 8 foot tall. Like I don't.
Well, how else are they gonna? They won't even know because your pants are gonna be long and cover them,
Yeah,
presumably.
yeah. But then they're gonna look at my arms and go, that's you know,
Arm extensions. Like you could get prosthetics and you just hold them on your
just
hands.
fake arms. Yeah, just or like mannequin arms at the end of. Yeah, I should just be weirder than I already am. I think that's a good fucking idea.
Oh, yes. I would buy whatever textbooks or whatever from you. I
Yes,
don't know.
that's what
I
I
was
sell.
trying to think about
College
what
textbooks.
sales. Oh, okay. The salespeople who have come to my door was like people selling like learning books
I
for
work in an
children.
office. I've been doing sales for over a decade. I've been doing sales for so long that I feel like I'm not even doing fucking sales anymore. My job is emails. It's ridiculous. You got to do that. When I was fucking 20 something, yeah, I was out there, knocking on doors. No, I sit in an office now. Like it's kind of a
I don't
sad
know.
thing.
I don't know how you're gonna sell the vacuums from an office. You have to go demonstrate them, Bryden. I don't know how. I mean, my mom used to sell vacuums at one point when I was a kid, and so we had like one of our own of this nice fancy
Kirby.
vacuum too.
It was a Kirby vacuum.
It was not. It was a different one.
Oh, then got knocked out of the market by Kirby for
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah. She lost her job.
Yeah, I
She
sold.
became a crack whore. Anyway,
Nice. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we're off to a great start. We're
the
four
vacuum
minutes in.
sales did not work for very long,
Yeah, she
but
ended
we
up
got a
sucking on
great
some
vacuum.
others.
Oh my god. Why is it so funny to me to joke about my mom?
Oh, it's hilarious to me too. I'm pretty excited. I think for you, it's just like, trying to get it all out there. That way, everybody knows that your mother was a black lady.
She was not a black lady. She might as well, but okay, I should not say that on the show. I'm trying to be good.
All
I
right.
got in a little controversy because of our last episode, actually.
Yeah, there are rules, and we got you got us bullied
Dude,
really
how
hard.
do you take the freaking literally a 35-second clip of our most like different from all our other episodes, the one time I'm not like, Bryden, stop with a vulgar joke. And like how do you find that one clip?
Well,
Eh,
exactly like that. I mean, that was deep in the episode too. I mean, that's listen. I don't
Freaking
know. He didn't
anyway.
listen. He didn't bully me.
No, it's just me. They just bully me.
I mean, if that guy's listening again, like,
He probably is. Dude,
good. He
they're
rules.
psychopaths, Bryden. I
Good.
think
Those
they're
guys,
crazy people.
they rule. Those guys rule, and they know my resume too. So it's like that. Yeah, that's fucking rules.
I feel like these people should love our show. With how it goes and how I'm sitting here, I'm trying to like talk and make jokes, and you're just screaming at me, and you call me a bitch,
You
and you
are a
just make
bitch,
fun of
though.
me,
All
and you
women
call
are.
me fat and ugly and stuff.
You are.
You'd think they
You are
would
feminine.
love it.
I mean, like, if I'm willing to, because I'm willing to start a podcast with them instead.
There's the offer, guys. If you
And
could
we'll
make him
just-
more money than my $0 I've made him.
That's don't lie and act like you don't pay me to be on my fucking cool successful YouTube channel.
That's what this is.
Yes, this is a business agreement.
Everyone start putting in bids to get on Bryden's YouTube channel.
Listen. I mean, that's the best idea you've ever had.
There you go. I think that everyone should be sending Bryden money because he really, really needs that money for his Taco Bell and his gym.
I do. I mean, that's. I know that was supposed to be an insult, but like, yeah,
It's not. No,
it's not free.
I
The
want
shit's
people to
not
send you money.
free.
Look, somebody should make money off this crap.
I think it should be Jewish people. Anyway, let's go on with the show.
We will send everything you send us to Israel. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into our Dear Abby segment.
This is the most American podcast in the world.
Yeah, we're patriots. We're patriots. I was telling someone yesterday that they're un-American. I felt very. I should
Well, you should.
have a bald eagle on my shoulder and an American flag cape. I felt very tough that tweet.
Dude, it would be great. Like if I just had like a fucking eagle that I could just send to like pick people up and deport them. Like that's how Donald Trump made me feel, you know. And then he kind of fucked us, but you know that would rule. Like if I were to make a superhero, I've already pitched this to Marvel and DC. They don't like it, but I'm sure there's like something. There's maybe Stone Toss Comics out there. You know, a superhero who just his superpower is just sicking a bald eagle on some guy, and then he just deports him by throwing him over the wall.
Okay, how about this? I'll draw the pictures for the panels,
And I'll
then
write the
you do
N-word on all of them.
Yes, that's the only dialogue in the entire thing. No narration either. It's freaking constant. This is terrible. How is this happening again?
No, we've lost the plot. Let's go to the
again.
thing.
Oh, this is bad.
8 minutes in. Let's do it.
Okay. Dear Abby, how improve confidence? Like this is the British kid. I'm sorry, he can't type. He
No,
wants to know-
like the letters are different over there. They make you put a U in color and all of that. And colored people. Okay, this show is so great. We might need to start over.
How do you improve confidence, Bryden? Do you know how? Because I don't.
No, yeah, legitimately, I have some solid advice on this. Just go like make stuff, man. Like, I mean, seriously. So, like, a big phrase I have in my streams is "be funny, make money." Right? So, like, you should just be funny and be good at your job. Be the guy. This is kind of hacky, but like, be the guy who can't be fired at your job. This is something I've always accomplished. It's not that big of a deal. That being said, I've been fired from a lot of jobs, but. Look,
Good job. You're doing great.
No, I mean I've done fine. I've quit most of my other jobs in the past several years of my life because I'm an adult. But no,
because you're an adult. That's what adults do. They just quit all their jobs.
Yeah, but they don't get fired. I mean, they leave their jobs. They go, "This is time for me to move on." They don't just go, "Listen here, douchebag," and then pee on their boss's desk. Funny, but don't do that. But no, for real. Like I used to be like a shy young man. And like stand up helped me with that. I used to be terrified of doing stand up. Now, quite frankly, I don't go do stand up that often because whatever, I'm bad at it, or I'm gay, I'm a retard, whatever you guys want to say.
All of those things are
all,
true.
Yeah, all of that shit. But no, I mean, like, just walk into a room and say, like, I'm gonna like try, at least try. You're not gonna not be weird, but you'd probably just be weird, but like be comfortable in being weird. Like, I don't get how these calculator dick dorks are so scared of women. Just go talk to women. Like, most of them are fucking idiots. So why? Like, you hate women, right? You're like, these people are fucking dumbasses. So why are you so scared to go goddamn talk to them? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to you that's worse than not having sex with you? Like, who gives a shit? It's women's opinions of you do not fucking matter if you're a 22-year-old man. They shouldn't matter. I know it's impossible to feel because you're like, oh, my feelings. But as you go through life, you'll get rejected more and more and more. Just try. If you want to do something, you should go and fucking at least give it a goddamn try. And then by the third time, you should know whether or not you're good at this or not. But when it comes to talking to women, just go talk to them. They're barely people. Like, they're fucking retarded. No, they are.
On the women though, on the talking to women thing, I don't even think it's a fear of rejection thing for some of these guys. I think that they have consumed so much of this like black pill porn basically on the internet that a lot of these young guys on the internet who may be listening, I don't know, have it in their heads that if they flirt with a woman, she will call the police on them.
Yeah, that might happen, but I mean, like, at the first
you don't go to jail for asking for a number.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, at the first sign of like resistance, just be like, yeah, okay then. And then just leave. Because like legitimately, and this sounds like a bit, but legitimately when I was, at 22 or whatever, I would walk up to a table of women in a bar and just go, sluts? And it was funny.
Did it work?
Yeah.
No, I think we've talked about
it. Absolutely, yes. There's always going to be one that's like, I get it. There's the horrified ones and all of that, and you're just like, just fucking around, whatever. See you, ladies. But that's the thing. I mean, there's 9 of them. It's a number. Dating is a fucking numbers game. All right, in your 20s. Now, if you're looking for your forever lady and stuff like that, I don't know. You have to start a podcast to be funny on Twitter, and then she has to move across the country after you've moved across the country. That's the only way I know how to try true love.
Met her in high school and dated her until she turned 18, and then you guys got married. Like high school sweethearts. That's how it worked for me.
Yeah, none of these people ever had a date in high school. I never had a date in high school.
See, that's the problem. I think that's really the problem.
I never had a date in high school.
Why?
Not one.
You were just too short?
Yeah, I was too short and gay and retarded, and like I don't know. I got picked on, and then I was the funny guy, but not the coolest funny guy. So I was like the 5th funniest guy in the class. Like, I never had a date in high school.
And look at him. He's doing great.
In this realm.
He's the soon to be infamous DJ Beer Belly.
That is true. That is true. Erica hates it, but she's coming around with the idea.
It's so funny to me. Well, his next question here is, where's the best place to find a wife? And that is wherever you meet her. I don't know. You can't really just go like wife hunting at the bookstore necessarily.
No, you can't. Stop being a
just like
doofus.
I think you should just talk to people when you go places and go more places.
Wrong. It's 2022, jackass. Just
okay. Where do they go?
Just make a fucking eHarmony account. That's like where my dad met his like second wife. Like, just go make a fucking eHarmony account. Like, it's literally designed to like get people married. It's 2022. Utilize what's there. You're fine. If you're like, seriously, if you're like such a fucking bozo fucking idiot who, like, in my opinion, if you're in your 20s, you need to go out there sowing your wild oats. All right? You really do. You need to like experience life and just be like a dude who you don't gotta fuck all these women, but you should at least go on dates with them and talk to women. And just go out there and be like, I'm the hottest shit. That's what you should do. But if you're really desperate to go find a woman, I'm sure there's a box you can tick for I only want an Orthodox or a Catholic woman. No, it's complaining is what it is. Or you don't have, I don't know, what could it cost? $25 a month? No, this is whiny calculator dick fucking dickery. It's annoying.
So mean to this poor kid.
You know what? It's an annoying thing to hear. There's literal Super Bowl ads about eharmony.com. All right? If you're that, I need to go find a wife. Christian mingle, that's one. You know, farmers only. I mean, like, I don't know. Hell, maybe, you know what? You could go on J-Swipe. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
No, am I wrong? Okay. Am I wrong?
No.
Just be a fucking man for a second.
Yeah.
Go find pussy, jackass.
Go find a wife, jackass. I think that's what he's going for. Butt.
And put it in her butt.
Anyway, so we're moving on. So this question, I don't. Anyway, moving on to another Dear Abby question we got on Twitter. We know that men and women think differently in one way or another, so being sheltered from one another will hinder their understanding, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in this era. What do you think of romance books or comics authored by women with relatable stories to be read by men to help them understand relationships from a woman's point of view? Thank you. And then they added, actually, just to put it here, any sensitive topics will do too for the books. Why? Because humans like to assume what other people think or feel and just ignore any other fact altogether. Exposure helps, in my opinion. What do you think? I think nobody would read it. I don't think any men want to read that. I honestly think that most men, when you try to present them with like how a woman would feel in the situation, unless it's like a married guy who loves his wife and it's how his wife feels or something, like her trying to explain it, like a random guy is not going to care about what women think or feel in a relationship. I only get hostile pushback usually when I try to give a woman's point of view from men.
Yeah, but you're a bitch. Like,
kind of. That's fair.
Like, dude, why do you think we're fucking? This is who you associate with.
Yeah, it's a problem. My associations are really a problem. No, that's what I've learned.
You and Matt and everybody else. Everybody learns this eventually. They're like, oh shit. No.
But trying to do a comedy podcast.
I know. I've just been trying to do comedy for years, and look what happens. But no, for real, like, look, that whoever that is, get with me on this. I actually think that's something that's extremely marketable. I don't know if that would be helpful to people, but I think it could sell for sure. I think that'd be something that I do think that's something that men would read. I mean, like lefty men and all of this shit. Like if you're trying to market towards, right-wing men, I don't see how that's going to work because like the incel market, Shooter already has that fucking taken care of. All right? Like
with his freaking t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, I haven't talked to Shooter in fucking years, but he rules, all right? But no, I think that's like a marketable idea. I think that I don't know how much good it would do, but that's not really my problem. But I do think it's marketable.
I don't think that any of the men you're thinking of exposing, like anyone who would be listening to my show or be like one of mine or this person's or your mutuals. Yes, it's my show.
Your show.
Dude, it's our show. You understand. Sorry, anyone in like our sphere or on the right wing, I don't know. I think that a lot of these guys, like, they just don't care because they have in their head this narrative and this like idea of who women are that hinges on the idea that women will just lie to you about what they want and feel. It all hinges on women are liars.
They are.
So we don't care what they think or feel. What we say they think or feel is what they think or feel is what these right-wing guys think. So I think
they're right.
Bryden's right that it would be very marketable to like feminist and liberal men, but not any of the men in our circles. I really don't think it would be. I think that the ones who do care are already married or like have a fiance or a girlfriend or something, because that's just kind of what happens when you're like an actually good guy.
Hey, good guy. Actually, good guy checking in.
That's
Uh,
Bryden. He's a good guy.
I
He's
think
the
I'm just
best.
an anomaly. Actually, I think that like it doesn't
Well,
make
I'm not
sense what
saying
happened.
it's only good guys, but I just mean like men who I don't know, who like appreciate women tend to find someone they love and propose to them. I don't know.
I just think it's funny that I'm just living all of these guys' interpretation of a best life. I literally met my girlfriend of 5 years on Twitter. I just yeah. Listen, if
I
you can
don't know
dream
why
it, you
she
can be it.
deals with you. She's so pretty.
She is pretty. I'm pretty.
You
I'm
you're
super
beautiful,
pretty.
Bryden. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go with that. You're gorgeous. You're just the prettiest boy.
I'm like I'm outright Johnny Depp, you know? I mean,
That's
yeah. No, Erica told me the other day she thinks that Johnny Depp is still hot, and I'm like, that's explains a lot. He's like a bloated alcoholic. Uh,
He does look like he's been through the ringer, man. I don't know if he's still hot. He used to be pretty hot though.
oh, dude, he used to be a
Edward
king.
Scissorhands?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even before that, Crybaby was a great movie. Forget Donnie Franco. Yeah, I mean, he used to be
Oh, that's a good movie.
he used to be a good-looking fella, and then now apparently he's just like fucking. I'm Hunter S. Thompson and Captain Jack Sparrow. Erica cannot stop watching the trial, like every woman in America, and she's
I
like, yeah,
haven't.
he's still hot. So I'm like, good, I got a chance. This is great.
Well, I hope you have a chance. What do you mean? You're still questioning it? Oh, she's been with me for 5 years. I hope I still have a
Ugh.
chance.
I don't know. I love her, you know. So
That's
hopefully,
so cute.
hopefully I
That's
still got a
adorable.
chance with her. But
That's cute.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know why
I
you
think
do,
that's a great idea.
but
I think that's a great idea. But here's the thing: like every other fucking right wing Kickstarter crap, you're never gonna find funding for it. Which is why you have to talk to me, and we gotta actually talk about what this is. Because not that I'm
yeah.
gonna fund your thing, but I think people
Well,
would
you
read
just
it.
need someone to do it and then someone to promote it.
Well, I can't promote it. I mean, I have like 300 Twitter followers, so
We can't even promote the show.
yeah. I mean, if I promote
I
anything,
don't know.
people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's a Nazi comic book." Like it could be killing Hitler. The comic book could be called "Killing Hitler to Death," and it'd be like, "Well, a Nazi promote it." You know.
I know, man. Okay, so but just to finish this up before we move on to my coded message that I got, I had to
Coded
figure out
message.
the puzzle. It's hard to explain.
Is it
So
from Ukraine? Because we
it's
can't help.
I don't know.
Russia does fund the show.
It's anonymous. I don't know where it's from. But anyway, I think it's a lovely idea, and I would like to do something like that or help someone with something like that. I'm just not sure that most of the people who are still single, most of the guys who are still single that I interact with in these spheres are going to be very receptive to it, is all. But I mean, it would be worth a try if that's something you wanted to do, or if someone else wants to take the
I
idea.
I'm
I don't know.
I'm interested in talking to this person,
Yeah, we can
and
get in touch.
I'm also going to just be like, listen, the only way this is gonna work is if there's a guy who has a bald eagle that deports people.
So
So
we're just gonna combine all the ideas. Maybe we can give the guy with the bald eagle stilts
yeah,
too.
exactly.
And then that's who the woman is dating and explaining her feelings to.
is a guy who's clearly awesome. Like,
Yes. This is a good idea. I'll draw the art and then you two can collaborate with the dialogue.
well, I mean, like you have got to draw him to be Tom Brady. So,
Okay, specifically Tom Brady.
well, yeah, of course. I mean, he's the biggest man that's ever been made. So, yeah, no, all of this sounds good. This
Yep.
sounds good, and we'll get the same level of support that Jack Posobiec got when he decided to make a comic book about him being a secret agent for some fucking
He
reason.
did that? Oh.
Yeah, Agent Pazzo. Yeah, that's like a whole Kickstarter that he got a ton of. Yeah, it's like a whole deal. That's people forget about that. It's hilarious. He was a secret agent, and then that fat bitch that works for Tim Pool's thing. It was all 2016 people. It was a real cash grab, and
Yeah, what we need is a way
why
for
do we not
people
have a cash grab?
well, you haven't set up a Patreon.
We barely do this show.
Well,
It
we
wa-
can
in
do
under-
more.
In under 2 months, we changed the time.
We're doing good. We're doing
I don't
fine.
think we're doing so great.
It's fine.
We're already getting bullied. People were like,
Dude,
"This
that
show
was
stinks."
not because of the show. That was because I made them
Because of your
mad.
action. Because of your actions.
I made them mad, and they decided to attack me by
is-
saying I'm not funny. Okay.
This is right to Bryden all over again. If I'm just trying to do a show and my co-host is out there fighting with people on Twitter.
I do it a lot. But look, do you know how many people watched that
He was right by the
35-second clip?
Well, not on that.
Was a lot of. It was like 300 people.
Well, if we get about fucking quarter of those over here, that'd be fan-fucking-tastic.
Maybe we will. Maybe
No,
we
they're-
will. They're
I
all the ones
retweeted-
who dislike it.
I retweeted it. I retweeted the thing. I was like, it's a clip of the show.
It's like the worst clip. We shouldn't talk about this. Okay, so someone anonymous sent me
It's powder keg. It's
an
fucking powder keg.
image. It's not powder keg.
It's
I
Finley.
promise you, it's not powder keg. It's
it
not
Finley?
Finley either. It's no one you would think of. I promise it's not. It's one of my people. So they sent this to me, but it's like very, very dim and like a
follow
gray
you
background
in
with
dim?
black letters. So when you click on it on Discord, it just turns black and you can't see the picture. So I had to screenshot it in Discord to see it.
And it was
What it
coordinates
actually
to
says.
It was coordinates to a fucking body or what? Like what type of?
No,
weird
it's a Dear
8chan
Abby letter.
Yeah, I think it's 8chan. Okay, go ahead.
It was
Go ahead.
good.
Do it.
Well,
Let's
let me
do
tell
the
anyone
show.
who it is.
The show has become
Dear,
so ridiculous.
shh, be quiet. Go to timeout or something. Dear Abby, everyone spells it with a Y. It's not a Y. That's gonna get us like in trouble for like trademark or something, guys. It's got an I at the end.
No, somebody have to take notice of this before that could happen. We could literally call the show Titanic the podcast. Titanic, Avatar, Mission Impossible the podcast, and nobody's gonna fucking know.
That's fair. Soon, someday, we're going to make it big. Dear Abby, I'm a college freshman and I'm trying to make friends. I was popular in high school, but I don't really know how to navigate the social atmosphere in the dorms. It feels like a lot of the people here who are friends met during orientation, but I came down with the flu in late August and had to miss most of it. Those who didn't meet during orientation are people who went to the same high school. I feel like I've lost any opportunity to make friends in college just because I had the flu. Yesterday, I thought I made a friend, but I was once again wrong. I went into the bathroom to brush my teeth and I heard the shower going. I open up the curtain and the guy is washing himself with the exact same brand of soap I use.
No. I was like, okay, this is something. This
Sounds
is fake.
real for the first half. It was so good.
No.
I open it. One might think this would start a connection, but I ran into him in the dining hall later, but he didn't want to sit with me. It seems that whatever I do to try to make friends, I just can't do it. Do you guys have any advice?
Yes, Finley. That
was not Finley.
That was actually. Hold on, you said it was like a weird thing. That's Paul Town.
Is it Paul Town?
That might.
I
be
don't
Paul
think
Town.
it's Paul Town. I can't say who it is. If this person was Paul Town, he's been fooling me for a long time.
Oh, I'll straight up just get Paul Town on the show.
You want to get Paul Town?
Yeah, we should. Next episode, Paul Town. But
okay.
No. Look,
we don't even have to answer this. It's just
no, we don't. No, we do.
Effort.
No, we do. Just look.
Well, don't open the curtain when someone's showering.
No bullshit.
That's bad.
If you're gonna open the curtain, you gotta come on him. Like this is.
Oh, Bryden.
This is the rules. How do you think monkeypox got? How do you think monkeypox got spread?
Well, I thought it was just gay people doing gay things.
Yeah, that's true. Bros, just opening up the curtain and coming on guys is completely not gay. I agree.
Well, I don't know. You made it seem like that was like an unspoken rule that's
No,
what you do in college dorms.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
I'm sure that's what you did.
Yeah, that college I went to. Yeah, you know, all we ever did in college was. Just, it was like we'd come on, guys.
Okay,
we'd
that's
go,
enough.
We'd go cupcake, and then that was, it's what you do.
This is gonna get clipped. Now I'm paranoid. This is why they did this. It doesn't even matter. You know what? Clip it. I don't care. It's fine. I hate you people. I don't hate you, actually. I'm a little annoyed.
I'm on their fucking side.
I know you are. That's why I don't understand why they don't like the show.
They just don't
Anyone
like
who
you.
hates me should love this show.
They just don't like you. And I
No,
don't like you.
no. Nobody likes me.
Oh, I'm a lady.
You,
Let's go play.
Bryden, you were just
Next
telling me
fucking
before the
topic.
you were telling me before the show that you are not who you think you are, you're who others perceive you as, or something like that.
It's called
Well, everyone hates
existentialism.
me, Bryden.
It's called
Everyone hates me.
Yeah, so it's called existentialism, and yes. But yeah, let's keep bringing up things we talk about pre-show.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry.
fucking,
I'm
that's
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry. I'm just it's a problem.
Here, no. Let's do that now.
You?
I think what you ought to do is read some Kierkegaard, because it's not existential. It's Kierkegaard. But for everybody that's listening, Kierkegaard is not my favorite guy, but he's pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of Ernest Becker. But different guy, Sheldon Solomon's The Worm at the Core, all of that. No, this is the show, right? This is the show now?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better fucking be.
I'm sorry. Dear Abby, what age would you want your daughters to marry at? Well, as long as they're like 18 at least, and it depends on the guy. I don't know. And the kid, really. Like, are they mature enough? I don't know. Like, do they have a good attitude about it? Do they understand what all it entails and that it's a pretty big freaking deal? It's hard to get out of a marriage. Like, it's not easy.
As somebody
What?
who's been divorced, it's not that hard.
Okay, well, it's like it's a big thing.
No, it's really not. It's really not. The way our divorce
Well,
works
it's fine
is,
for you. Did you have kids?
yeah, exactly. We also didn't have assets. We got married when I was
Well, there
in
you
my
go.
early 20s, and then I just got a letter one day in the mail that was like, "Hey, your ex-wife wants to divorce you," and I was like, "Oh shit." I guess we were actually married. So, and then I just signed a piece of paper.
Oh,
And
wait, you
we were
didn't
good.
you weren't even like together when it happened?
No, we were. We dated for like 2 years. We got married in Vegas.
Okay.
I've lived a cool life. But yeah, we hadn't spoken for years and all of that. And then it was like, hey, I guess she's getting married again. And good for her. I wish her the best of luck in the world. But we're not going to talk, So it was like, shit, I get this thing. And I'm like, oh, no, lawyers. And they're like, yeah, it's just the bitch doesn't officially wants to not talk to you anymore. I was like, oh, good. We haven't talked for years. That's completely okay.
That's very strange.
Why is that very strange? You can
That
just
you
get married
didn't
and
talk
divorced.
for years.
Why? We didn't like each other.
Why didn't you get divorced before you didn't talk for years?
Because we were poor, dude. We were both very poor.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we didn't. It just never occurred to anybody. We were both very poor.
I'm glad it wasn't like a big crushing thing for you then.
Oh, I mean, it was at the time or whatever, but I mean, that was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I wish her the best of luck. I hope she has a great time. But,
Well, that's good. Marriage is like it's a lifelong thing, and if you're a Christian like I am, you're not supposed to get divorced. Like it's kind of a big deal.
Well, neither
So
one
as
of
long
us.
as they fully, what? Go ahead.
Neither one of us Christian at all. So.
Well, I'm talking to the person who asked the
I
question.
mean, I'm just saying that ours was just kind of like a legal arrangement that was clearly a mistake. So.
Yeah. I feel like they shouldn't let people get married in Vegas. It just seems like it's usually a mistake.
I don't know. Maybe for some people it is. I mean, we liked each other quite a bit at the time, sort of. But I don't think marriage is that big of a deal. Now, my second marriage my second marriage is going to be a big deal. This is the one I'm staying with for the rest of my life, like it or not, type of deal. But
it's a little late to get out at this point.
I know
I guess.
it's been so long. We're just fucking together. So now all this is now I just have to spend money to prove my love.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes.
I don't know why sticking around for 5 years isn't enough, but sure. Let's get. Hey, baby.
It's a shot. It's a sign you're going to take care of her.
Oh, but I'm not though. I'm not though. I'm not gonna take care. She got to take care of herself. I'm a fucking libertarian. This This is a
Wait,
team.
no. Libertarianism doesn't have to extend to like your family members within your household. That's like a
Bitch, go
government
read.
thing.
Bitch, go read fucking Ayn Rand. All
I
relationships are
don't want to read
transactionary.
your stupid
Oh
philosophy,
my
Bryden.
god. Just
I'll read Kierkegaard, but I'm not reading Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand, however you say her freaking
and
name.
either way is fine. But no, she was a very smart person.
I'm sure
Uh,
she was. I just don't really. I if I read something, it's fun. Like
yeah. Nobody
it's
thinks
like a
that.
silly fantasy book.
That's why are you not a liberal at this point? And you're like,
What do
actually,
you mean at this point?
my philosophy comes from the Harry Potter series. Except I
But
don't
it
like
does
her
not.
anymore.
I don't. Okay, listen.
Finish the thing. Just
I
finish
have
it. We're
looked
all.
into philosophy, and the only philosophy I've
Oh, I
actually
like how
had
you.
an interest in, like reading at length, has been Stoicism, just because it's very
Ugh.
like easy. It's like simple. It's like you get it. They're just telling you about daily life,
It's
like day to
also
day crap, and like
it's
why cities suck and stuff. Like
yeah.
it's like how you should dress nice, but not like way nicer than the occasion. It's literally just like
Sto
life advice.
It's not. Stoicism is the philosophy of the conquered, and it's a completely different and stupid thing. Although I do agree with Stoic ideas on suicide, which is when you're done doing stuff, you might as well just fucking kill yourself. But Stoicism is a ridiculous type of philosophy of the conquered type of fucking bullshit. People that are just like, well, actually, I'm actually too like if they were the first irony bros. Honestly, I'm a bit of an irony bro myself, but like
That's fair.
that's it's fucking bullshit. The real conqueror, like in my mind at least, philosophers are the pessimists and the existentialists. So it's like
Well, good for you. This is not a philosophy
I
podcast.
used to have a philosophy podcast called
You had
Green
a
Grass.
philosophy. Oh, goodness
I did.
gracious.
It was
You've had
great.
a podcast on every topic in the world.
I know, and then
And now
like
you have an advice podcast.
well, I know. Well, no, and then it was with Benjamin Welton, and then they did an article on him. I guess they just docked the shit out of him. And he was like, I don't want to do it anymore. He's my favorite author. He's my
Dude,
friend, and he's my
this is
favorite author.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm like fucking. I've lived a fucking incredible life. Now go on with the
That's
goddamn
not
gay
what I
thing we're
mean. It's
doing.
ridiculous. Everyone who comes into contact with you, like, anyway, it doesn't matter.
No. This was all him. I wasn't mentioned in that fucking article. That was all him.
Okay, well, that's fair then. Okay, so basically, adulthood. I don't know. I got married when I was 18. It was because I was pregnant. Probably would have waited a couple more years and just like been engaged for a couple years
Hold on. Let me
before
ask
we
you.
got married at like 20 instead if we hadn't gotten pregnant
Let me ask you.
beforehand.
Let me ask you that.
Hmm.
Why would you have waited to be engaged? Because to me, it's like, all right, get engaged. Let's just. I mean, because like Erica and I are basically engaged. I just like I gotta find her a ring, and like I'm working with her.
I've never been engaged. I mean, like no one ever has ever proposed to me. I don't know what you mean.
Well, like I'm not gonna go to the like I've already proposed to Erica by being here this long. Like we've talked about rings. We're gonna get married. Hopefully, it's
That's
gonna
a
be before the end of this year.
Yeah. So it's just so when we were teenagers, we were high school sweethearts, and it was just like people thought we were young and they treated us like we were young, and we thought like, no one's going to accept if we decided to get married at 18. So what we'll do is we'll just date. And we never I don't know. And then we got pregnant suddenly. I think basically our mindset was just like
Suddenly, how could that have happened?
everyone around us would have disapproved of us starting a family that young if it hadn't been like, whoops, a surprise. They would have, I don't know. If
Well,
we had
yeah,
done it on purpose, they would have been even more mad, probably. I don't know how to explain it.
I absolutely get that. Like yeah, if like two 18-year-olds are like, yeah, we're gonna start a family, and they purposely have a kid, I'm like, dude, that's like that could maybe it'll work, but like
Oh yeah, my
statistically, it's
husband was
not.
still in college and stuff. He's my age, like he's not older than me or anything. He didn't have a job at the time. He had to get a job because his girlfriend was pregnant
Yeah,
and was like, you have to marry me now.
well,
Like he had to get a job. Like we just weren't at that point. But getting pregnant forced us to
Well, I
get
mean
to that point,
that's
and we would not have been that mature that quickly and bought a house that quickly or anything like that. Had he wouldn't have had a stable job for a few more years later than he did if that hadn't happened. So I don't know.
well, thank you, white privilege, which I've never gotten a fucking glimpse of white privilege, by the way.
What does that mean? Like,
Uh,
why are you saying that I have white privilege?
you're a white bitch, so
No,
like
but I'm saying I don't understand why you said it.
I don't have to listen. I don't. It's not my job to educate you.
No,
Uh,
oh my god, are you
I,
like black now? Is that what's happening
it's
here?
not my job to educate you, dude.
No, what I
So
was you cannot say I have white privilege,
you
Bryden.
got the white privilege. You're fucking W prived up, dude. Like you got the W priv, but
I'm
you know.
gonna spit on you when I meet you just for that comment.
Oh
I
yeah.
just hate
Oh yeah.
it
You think it?
so much.
But what makes you think you're gonna get into the VIP area of where?
Into the VIP area. I'm just gonna come to your. You gave me your address, retard.
Yeah, go ahead. Show
As a
up.
joke, you
Show
sent me
up.
your address. I can
It's
just come
Florida.
to your.
It's Florida. Show up unannounced. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to just be like, click, click. This is Florida. All
Would
right.
you really shoot me?
I mean, I might have to because I would think that I'm like, what the fuck is Shrek doing at my door?
I'm not. This is ridiculous. So my daughter was 18 and I felt like she had a good understanding of the consequences of what she wants to do, the connotations I should say instead of consequences and like what all is entailed here. And the guy understands too, and he seems genuinely good. Like we know his parents and they seem to really love each other. Then we could talk about it. And if they actually want to ask my permission or something, I don't know. But I don't care as long as they're adults. And oh, and the guy is not like a huge age gap older because like
Oh, or
creeps
black.
were
Or
like
black.
30 or okay, so there's a lot of things. If it's a good guy that I approve of who is within her age range and blah blah blah, 18 is fine with me. I don't care. It's up to her. I'll
I
help her out if she's not like totally on her feet yet and stuff. They can live with us for a year or two.
no.
Like it's whatever.
Oh God.
And that answers your second question,
That's
which
some
was
weird. That's some weird millennial shit, dude. Like, no. Look, the thing is, like, I don't have a daughter, and if I did, she'd live in the woods because I'd be waiting for a son. But who would need to go to the woods? I'd hand him an axe and go, "Come back when you can kill me." But
so all of your children just go to the woods.
yeah, they just go live in the woods. Like, I just handed a toddler to an axe, and I go, "You come back when you can kill me, or you have found."
Well, we could probably do it just then. Do you understand? Toddlers are pure muscle. You can't fight a toddler very well.
I could beat the shit out of a toddler.
You're
if I
like the
wanted.
size of a toddler.
I
Maybe
be-
I
I-
could,
I am
but I
about-
don't think you can.
I'm about twice the size of a toddler.
Maybe.
I could.
Not-
I could. I
Not my
could.
toddler.
I could Mayweather the shit out of a toddler. All right.
Okay.
I could
Do
beat
you wanna-
100 toddlers.
Do you a swarm of 100
I
toddlers?
could,
is
or
what you
one,
could do.
or one
What-
giant toddler.
One giant.
Yeah. No, I could take one out.
Here's the question. Would you rather fight a swarm of 100 toddlers every day to get to your car to go to work or one giant toddler?
I could take. I could take him out. I could take him out. I think people underestimate my drunken Irish fucking despair and rage. I could take a giant toddler out. I'd get him like an Elden Ring fucking villain. I could fucking get him, dude.
We also need to make a comic about this now.
Yeah, just me fighting a giant toddler.
If we ever have a Patreon, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to draw and release comics.
It's not a bad idea. We'll start it. We'll start it 2 weeks from now. We're doing that. That's fine. But no, like, it's like for real. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think that like at least me personally, like I didn't really grow up until I was probably fucking 30. I'd be very like I don't have kids, but like I think I'd be very protective of the idea if I did because like for real, I do mean this. I did not grow up until I was about 30 years old.
Well, that's like your fault. Like
That's
that's not a
fine.
natural occurrence. If something makes you grow up, you grow up.
Well, I don't
Like,
know
I
what
don't-
made me
you
grow.
don't-
I don't know what made me grow up outside of just time. You know,
Yeah,
like
there
you know
should
how.
be like if your dad dies, maybe that'll be it. Or like
Well,
literally
let's
anything
not
could
talk.
be
Hey,
it.
let's not talk about my dad dying.
Sorry, that's not I don't mean you. I meant like general
He's,
you.
he's a
Your
fucking.
dad,
It's
I let's hope that Brian's dad doesn't die anytime soon or
I mean,
anything like that.
couple
We'll pray
years,
for
but
Brian's dad.
couple years. Don't pray for him. I mean, like we knock him off a couple years, but not today. You know.
Who's the beneficiary? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm getting some money for that. But it's like I love him, but like, do I love him more than $50,000? It's like it's a
That's
thing you gotta
it.
ask.
That's not even worth it.
No, it's just the
What
life
you have to do is
insurance.
convince him to get more life insurance.
I should, as he goes on, I'm gonna be
That's
like,
not
listen,
much.
dude, I don't even know if it's that much. It's probably not even that much. It's just going towards the funeral. I don't need anybody's money. This is the Proctor way. I don't need anybody's motherfucking
The
money.
Proctor way.
No, it's true. Like we're all like fierce individualists.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so much so we don't even talk. Like I have no idea what my family's up to. I have zero idea.
I don't know. I don't think it's natural to not grow up until you're 30. I think that you can kind of prolong immaturity if you really want to and if you have the ability to, but it's not natural. I don't
That's
know. I'm
fine.
not
Okay,
going to
that's
raise my
fine, but
kids like that.
that's fine. But I'm a fucking artist on top of it. All right, I'm just fucking like. Are you gonna sit here and say I'm an
That's
average
probably
specimen?
most of it.
Do you think I'm an average specimen? Like, let's
No,
let's
that's
not
what I'm
shit
saying.
on me.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I was saying, yeah. I think the artist thing is probably all it is. Like you're being a comedian and you're just going around and doing your thing. Like I don't know, you're a free spirit.
Yeah,
You're a
100%.
free spirit, and I respect that. I might have been a free spirit, but it's
You're a
not how I
woman, so
like.
you know.
I'm raising my children to be free spirits
What?
instead.
No, you should not, because they
I'm
will
just
like.
kidding.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be jackasses. That's a tweet I sent the other day. Yeah, you can't do that. I sent a tweet the other
Kids are
day
gonna
that I meant this. Is I have lived such an interesting life, but I feel like I haven't accomplished this. I mean, like, listen, anybody who's listening here, more than likely, I got more money than you do, better job than you do, and I also way less than you do. But for guys, that's probably not a great, idea. But yeah,
How much do you weigh, Bryden?
150, 5'6", 150.
That's not that bad. It
No.
could be worse.
Yeah, I know, but I'm bloated. I got the depth face, but potato face. But it's I don't know. I mean, I'm a very fucking open individual and quite free spirit. But I don't think you should make your mamas don't let your babies grow up to be goddamn jackasses.
No, I won't. They're going to be very polite.
I'm extremely polite. Go ask Erica about how I could
You're
order a
so
salad.
mean.
No, not to like restaurant workers.
Oh, that's where the line is. You're nice to restaurant workers.
Well, no, it's just like courtesy.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
I'm
like
sure you are.
manners. Manners is so important. You
Yeah.
know who else? You know who else fucking admired manners and thought that was the most important thing? Friedrich Nietzsche. All right.
I don't want to hear about him. What are you doing?
Well, it's a philosophy podcast now.
It's not a philosophy podcast now.
It
We
is.
haven't even got to my first story.
We haven't even gotten to Emile Sharon or anybody. Like, it's fine. Let's go to the
Do you
deal.
want some anti-mom content?
Oh, absolutely.
Or
I
some
hate
that
moms.
paints moms badly?
Of course,
I knew
they
you would
should.
like them.
I hate moms.
This is from a website called Grown Flown. I guess it's like a mom website for like empty nesters or something, is what I would assume by the title. Anyway, when your son's new love is the other woman.
What?
That's the title.
What?
I knew this is by
What?
Lisa LaShaw.
Okay, that's a dude. That's
No,
a
I don't know. I don't know if that's a dude. This is she looks like just a middle-aged nice white lady. I don't know. I knew this day was,
Did you hold on? Did you
What?
back search that fucking profile image?
I did not.
Yeah, you never do.
Let me
dude.
look.
Let
me see.
That's
Did you?
Dude, no, I did not.
That's
I
a dude, really?
I had no fucking idea. I stopped looking at this crap. You put so much into the. I knew, I thought there's no way we're gonna get to all of that stuff. I had no idea that we were gonna do this is now the format of the episode. again, is like, it's drunk episode 2.
I'm not that drunk.
I'm
I'm not
fucking
drunk.
pretty. I'm pretty drunk.
I'm
though.
working on one beer. Yeah, that's you. That's your fault. You're derailing my show, and I don't appreciate it. You're being ridiculous. You keep trying to talk about philosophy. I'm
Well,
not here to talk about philosophy, Bryden.
I mean, you could look at like Philip Mainlander had this
Oh my
interesting
god.
idea.
Shut up.
He killed
Okay.
himself after his first work was released, but it's
Well,
finally
you know
being
what you should
translated
do,
into
Bryden?
English.
No, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, what? What? No! What should I do, genius?
I knew
What
this day
should
was
I
coming
do?
when you would walk through the door with her, the girl you say is everything. I am queasy and nauseous and have my head bent between my knees to prevent another fainting episode. We should never have sent you away to college. That was your father's ingenious idea. You
Okay,
could have lived.
this fake. This is
What?
this could only be written by a man. It's a fetish scenario written by a man. Are you kidding me? Listen to the way it's written. It's written well.
Do you think so, really?
Yes, 100%. 100%. I can nail it right now. I used to work for Terror House magazine, okay? 100%. I can tell you this was written by a man.
You know what?
I'm completely right? Yeah, I know, dude.
You might be right because there's weird details. Like I have an epiphany while scraping off dessert plates. Why would you need to be that specific?
Yeah, it's not a
You're
woman that
right.
writes that. A woman doesn't write like that. A
Ah,
woman doesn't
okay.
write like that.
Look, I can't even find a post for you to make fun of moms on because it's not even real, apparently. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I fucking check your Twitter feed all the time, and that's adequate.
Okay.
I want to say too. I think it's hilarious that
What?
your Twitter follower ladies don't even know that we do a fucking podcast together. You stupid bitches! I get to make fun of you. They're like, oh, I blocked
Why
him.
aren't they listening?
Probably because I'm on it, but like I don't think they know. I think they're just too stupid. They're probably like clearing too many diapers and stuff like that. But the thing is, bitches, I am Edward. All right, I am Edward.
What does that mean?
For 50 Shades of Grey, when bitches like that.
I don't think that's what his name is. I think that's the Twilight guy.
Yeah, the Twilight guy. That's 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, 50 Shades of Grey was fanfic of Twilight.
Right.
And then they changed the names.
It's the same thing.
So yes, you're right. It's the same guy.
Yeah, listen. The thing is, sorry, bitches. You like what I say. You can block me all you want, but this is the way that it is. I'm sorry. And they're gonna love. I'm working on songs right now. I'm working on bits right now. They're gonna be like, "That's the best comedic DJ I've ever heard in my entire life." And people are like, "What's comedic DJ?" And they're like, "Nobody knows. He's still trying to figure it out."
A comedic DJ. You're still derailing my show, but I can't zoom in on this for some reason. It's not letting me zoom.
It's fake. Move to the next
Not
one.
that one. No. I'm trying to move on to the next one, but it's freaking not zooming.
You put do you want me to read it? Because I'm sure I could find. You put 1,000 fucking things into the show prep.
It's the
ridiculous.
one about sleeping on the floor. I'll just get really close to my computer and I'll read it. It's just not. Oh God, I can't. No, I can't.
Do you know how you do it? You click Open Original. You
Open
idiot.
Original. There's no open image into tab. No, there's no. I did open original. I'm not getting this from Discord. It's from my Google Doc.
Okay, well, on the Discord, if you click Open Original,
Okay.
you're fucking
I'll just
dumb.
do that then.
You're
Thank
fucking
you.
Dumb.
Look. It's not my fault. You don't edit.
Do
You
the
don't
show.
edit.
Do the
It's
show.
not my fault.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do the show and you're ruining it. Okay, I've got it. Am I the asshole for going home after I got told to sleep on the floor? I'll preface this by saying that my husband
Preface
has a
but
friend, Carl. What?
It's preface. Nobody says preface except like
Preface?
women that drink goddamn Bud Lights and
I don't drink Bud Light.
at the fucking local
Maybe-
bar, and they're like, "Yeah, give me a White Russian." It's preface, you goddamn dolt. Anyway, go ahead.
I have a toddler situation,
Okay.
actually, but he
Well,
can.
then I'm gonna read it.
You read it. You
I'm
read
gonna
it.
Read it. All right, let me move it over here. Am I the asshole for telling my son his house was dirty and his wife needed a shower? I've been up all night thinking about this, so I hope it makes sense. My son and his wife welcomed a baby boy 2 weeks ago. Both are 23. My son called me and said I would like to spend a week with him. I said as long as it was okay with his wife, I'd love to. Well, I got there. He collected me from the airport. We talked, had lunch, then went to his place. When I got there, my daughter-in-law, Megan, was hurrying around, trying to tidy up. She told me she only found out that morning I was coming. I looked at my son, and he went red, then said it was time to meet my lasted grandchild. As I was walking in, I noticed the house was not clean and that Megan hadn't looked like she showered in days. Uh, it didn't sit right
No,
with
don't
me.
laugh. It's not her fault. This is a neglect thing. Her husband is not holding the baby long enough for her to shower, basically.
Okay, well, we haven't gotten to this, even you doing anything except contextualizing it. So you can take it up now because it's your show, apparently. You said it was. So
It
you
is.
read
It's
it.
my.
So
You
you
said
read
it was my
It's
show.
your
Okay,
show.
you know what?
Yeah, when
You
I
were
pitched
ridiculous.
it, to you.
You did. Yeah. And I believed you. That's
Yeah,
my
I know.
mistake, I guess. You're
Yeah,
just
I know.
gonna.
We're a month in.
Okay, where were we? I looked at my. Wait, no, where are we?
She just found out he hadn't taken a shower. Here, just let me do it.
Sorry.
Just let
I'm
me
trying.
do it. I was already there.
Oh, I see
She
it. After a day of watching my son, who's on paternity, do nothing but look at me and Megan when the baby cried. My toddler's still here.
okay.
No help with that.
Just let me do it. You mute, and then you can pop in when you want. Just let me do it. I'm sorry, dear listeners. My co-host thinks that her babies are more important than you, but not me.
I do. I do think they're more important.
I do not think that. I think that my dear listeners are more important than anything. Now I did lose the place, but I looked at my son and he went red and said it was time to meet my lasted grandchild. As I was walking in, I noticed the house was not clean and that Megan hadn't looked like she had showered in days. It didn't sit right with me, but I've had 12 children, so I know things get messy fast, especially when you're tired. After meeting the baby, my son said, I'll leave you girls to talk. I'm just going to pop out for an hour to the gym. Nice. So I asked Megan how she was getting along with motherhood. She told me that it was beautiful, but she was exhausted with feeds every 2 hours. It didn't sit right with me, the way that she said every 2 hours. So I asked her if she would like to take a nap or do whatever while I look after the baby.
You're doing so good.
Shut up. I'm so drunk. In 61 years of living on this earth, I've never seen an adult fall asleep faster. I looked after the baby for 4 hours and made lunch till Megan woke up and took a shower. That rhymes. After a day of watching my son, who's on paternity, doing nothing but look like me and Megan when the baby cried, no help with the household work nor cooking, which could be done at all himself. In general, he's being a faggot. Yeah. I usually don't involve myself in my kids' relationships, but he got on my fucking nerves. And no, he wasn't raised like that. So I told Megan she was being a doormat and that she smelled like she had an infection that she needed to be on bed rest and that my son should do 100% of the cooking and cleaning after that. That act like a single teenager. They had a fight, and my son told me I was a Karen and a bitch for calling his home dirty and his wife smelling. I think she means smelly, but smelling is good. Me and Megan didn't fall out. She's asked me to watch the baby for me day, which my daughters and I have paid for. But my son, who isn't there, said I ruin his marriage, and that's my fault, and his wife isn't talking to him. Is there more to that one?
No, that's all of it, and it's just horrific. So when you have a baby, you have a C sorry.
Yeah.
A C-section is like a major surgery, and
Yeah.
if it's getting infected, that's like a serious problem. She could literally die. He's
For
not
sure.
he's not helping her out with the baby enough to let her take a shower even or just a nap every once in a while. And breastfeeding really is. It's like 20, 30 minutes every 2 hours at first for a long time.
I hear it's exhausting. Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy literally as soon as he gets the chance runs off to go to the gym and like he's being a horrible person and his takeaway is that his mom called his home dirty and his wife smelly. That's what
Well,
his takeaway is
no, no,
from
I
all of
feel
this.
no, I feel like you're being kind of a fucking bitch on this because like at the end of the day, like where's this guy supposed to have gay sex?
That's a good question. I guess he can't have it in his house because his wife is walking around smelling like she's infected and gonna die soon, and she hasn't slept in 2 weeks or whatever. And
Yeah, he has to go to the gym, dude. He's got to go to the sauna at the fucking gym and have gay sex.
can you imagine being I mean, I know
No,
you're an
no,
asshole,
I
but can you
can't.
imagine being this bad?
No, that's it is pretty fucked up. I mean, like like you rub some fucking Neosporin on her stitches across that fucking disgusting stomach, and then you just go have gay sex like a normal person would.
Well, no, okay, look, you're very fixated on this idea of the gay sex.
Well, what
I
else
I
is he doing? What else is he
I
doing?
don't he's just trying to get out because he doesn't want to have to listen to the baby crying or hear
You're
his wife
sure?
say, "Honey, can you pretty please hold the baby so I
You're
can go
sure?
take a shower?"
You're sure he's not having gay sex?
No, I think he might be. I mean, I don't know. He obviously doesn't care about his wife at all.
Well, I
He
don't
does
care
not
about her.
care.
I don't care about her either. But like, uh, yeah, I mean, he's got like this Frankenstein fucking wife going on, and he just wants to like hang out with the
Why is it
fellas.
Frankenstein?
I don't know. She's all stitched together like a monster.
Yeah, dude.
Look,
I
I'm
I
sorry. Listen, I get it. Things are bad for women, but you know what's worse? Like literally every day for men. So I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry that you're a Frankenstein monster
How is
now.
it worse? How is it okay? No,
There, I what?
you're both
What? Are you
saying it's
kidding me?
worse for you and that she's a Frankenstein monster. How do you think that your life is worse than being a Frankenstein monster? And how do you think that your life is worse than like the body horror situation that is pregnancy and childbirth in this first place?
Because women can only think of body horror because that's the utmost horror. That's like the an interesting level of horror. I'm a big horror fan, by the way. What women can't really comprehend is gynecological fucking horror. The idea of infiniteness. All of that. They're incapable of doing it. Instead, they're obsessed with their bodies. Like, look, that guy's a dick. Don't get me wrong, but
What
you're
do you
lucky he
think?
just went off to the gym instead of like to a school.
Okay, that's fair. He could be a psycho. He could be heading down to Texas.
That's true.
That's fair enough. No, but I think that he's looking in the mirror and growling at himself. He's a
That's
lion.
bro.
He's
This
a
guy. I mean, this guy is me. You realize that, right? Like,
oh, he's gonna grow up to me. I can't get him out, by the way. My husband is going, he's in there playing freaking Tarkov. He doesn't know that the boy got in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So when our basic like nature, like what happens to us, like our role in building society is to endure this body horror situation. Of course, we're more focused on our bodies than infiniteness. It makes sense. It's natural.
right. But every man is, and your little boy is right there, focused on the fucking idea of infiniteness and like the idea of like becoming something. That's something that women can't understand. I know that many do, and there's tons of women that I respect, yourself included. Like Erica,
You're very
obviously.
sweet.
Like, it's fine, but like a lot of you I don't really put as real deep thinkers, like yourself included, or but
Oh, we
it,
don't really need to be. I mean, to be
thank
honest, like
God.
it's just
Um,
okay, if that's what you want to do with your life, That's one thing. Yeah, I really can't do anything about that, by the way.
No, it's fine.
Anyway.
We're gonna mull through it. This is like
Well,
a
yeah.
older person's podcast, so like the people listening to it have a kid doing
They're
that same
good.
shit. It's fine.
Yeah, they won't even realize it's mine. They'll just think it's theirs. Like, oh, what? When did he
Like,
get two voices? Anyway,
the kid
so
thinks that he's being a lion in the fucking mirror. Like, that's fine.
I was like,
Erica's gonna listen to this and be like, Bryden thinks he's being a lion in the fucking mirror. So it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We've got about the same range of voice. So
yeah, you do actually. That's actually he sounds exactly like I have a little tiny Bryden son. It's very strange now to think about it. But no, when you, the being a woman is integral. Like I know there's like infertility and people who choose not to have kids, but like having children is kind of integral to the experience of womanhood, like generally speaking. And it is so consuming. It is all consuming to an extent
it's
that
literally
it
what
just
you're there for.
yeah, like it just makes sense for a lot of women, probably most women, to just be like, why would I deal with those thoughts? I've got so much to deal with here in the physical world. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I just like there's reasons for it. It makes sense.
I legitimately believe that women are less intelligent than men, just on average. I mean, and this is backed up by just years of science.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
you guys cluster. There's no. This is mapped out.
we cluster around the middle. That
Right.
doesn't.
And
But there's more
we got
dumb men than there are like women that dumb.
that's right. We got tons of dummies, but we have way more smart guys. You know, like we're either a fucking idiot or a smart guy. The only people that you see meeting in the middle with women are like the types of guys who are like, yeah, I'm like a feminist. This is because they're people that can't figure stuff out. You know, like they're the people that work at tech jobs that aren't, just bureaucratic shit. Or like work on fucking, they're like, I'm a foreman at a job site. It's like, you're stupider than the 80 IQ moron that. Also, IQ is fucking stupid. The whole point of IQ is to find out whether or not you're retarded. I mean, it's people put too much rest in IQ.
Yeah, I don't know what my IQ is. I don't want to know what my IQ is because there's no
1,000.
Stop. It's not your podcast, child. It's not your podcast.
It is.
Stop.
It's more his podcast than it is yours.
He when I was muted a minute ago, he just threw my globe. He got my globe and threw it at me.
That rules.
It missed. It did not hit me. I just want everyone to know this is what I deal with. And he wants my podcast now. We should probably close out though.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at.
We're at an hour, so we're gonna do that.
I have to change a poopy pull up.
He's like, no, fuck it. I want the poop.
Help me close it out. Help me close it out. Say, we are out of time for today. He doesn't want. You're not going to say actual words? Thank you. Remember that you can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbbi and at Worlds Only Comic. We'd love to hear from you and especially appreciate all Dear Abby submissions. Don't forget to get in touch with me to join our Discord server. Thank you for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta let me drop some plugs at the end of this.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Please, everybody, come to dlive.tv/Bryden and check out my Odyssey. I think I'm going to start streaming over there. I think I'm going to start doing live DJ stuff on Twitch, which you can find at Factual Face. Who remembers that one? Come on. And on YouTube. Old. That's an old one. But I'm probably going to change that. Remember, DJ Beerbelly is here to fucking help. And I'd love to play some fucking hardcore and house music and dubstep for you guys. So close out the show.
Well, you just did.
Well, we're good? We're good?
Yeah.
Hold on. Get the little man to say the N-word.
No.